Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Seat, a wireless design and development interview series where we talk about the latest wireless technologies, components, and design issues for the wireless design engineering community. Earlier today, I spoke with AMIT RAO, who is the General Manager for ClearSight Network Solutions within the Carrier Wireless Business Unit of Fluke Networks, with more than 14 years of experience in the networking industry. AMIT joined Fluke Networks in May 2011 as Director, Product Management and Planning for Enterprise Network Analysis. Before joining the company, he served as the Senior Director of Product Marketing at ONPATH Technologies, maker of scalable connectivity and monitoring solutions for high-performance networks in Marlton, New Jersey. He led a team of product marketing managers who charted strategy for growth in network monitoring, test automation, cloud networking, and cybersecurity. Prior to that, AMIT was the Executive Director of Product Development at Niksun Incorporated, a provider of network performance, network security, and compliance management products in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. AMIT, can you explain what problems you are solving for your consumers with the new Network Time Machine LTEVoLTE appliance?
Fluke Networks believes that the modern day networks are indispensable for your everyday life, and it's a mission to keep those networks alive. Especially wireless networks these days have a lot of challenges and are certainly indispensable to us. So the kind of problems that we solve, and we look at it from the point of wireless service providers who are our customers, they're looking at customer churn as a big issue. So we have modern day customers who are looking at wireless subscription and who have big expectations of voice over IP quality and their data connection quality, etc. So they have big expectations and they could leave the wireless provider because of a variety of reasons. So our customers say that the customers are pointing to increasingly the poor quality of customer care or bad network performance or the drop calls and so on. And these are the issues for customers leaving them and joining a different wireless service provider. And what do the network engineers do to try to solve this problem? They try to rely on capture solutions to identify why does the performance suffer on the network? Is it the network elements that are causing the problem? Is it the subscriber device, or is it servers out on the internet where they have no control over that are causing this problem? So we took a look at this and said the current tools that exist out there do not do a good job of providing the visibility into why service providers are seeing this problem. They're not able to keep up with the existing huge rates of traffic that are out there. We know that subscriber traffic is increasing tremendously, a factor of 10 times growth over 5 years. They're not able to keep up with that traffic, and the tools are very complex. They're not able to capture all the traffic and provide an easy analysis of both the IP data signaling, IP data as well as the signaling aspects of it. So at the end of the day, they don't have visibility in solving the customer problem. And all of that ties back to the customer dissatisfaction, where they see that their service provider is not providing them good service and they feel forced to go and look for alternatives. So that's the problem that we're trying to solve with the Network Time Machine. It offers you good visibility into both the application problems as well as the network issues problems.
Can you provide the unique characteristics of the Network Time Machine that sets it apart from similar products available on the market?
Certainly. So the Network Time Machine provides extensive network and application visibility, as well as the forensic details that you need to solve signaling or data problems in 20 gigabits or higher carrier environments. As the traffic increases, more the need to monitor the network and identify what the problems are on the network. Using Network Time Machine, carriers can identify what the problems on the network are, look at their network performance versus the competitor's network performance, and identify why is my network worse than theirs, or why is my network have an edge over my competitor, and how do I maintain that edge? So Network Time Machine can help you identify what are the voice, video, and data calls going on the network, identify every single session on the network, and deliver the best possible subscriber experience. So some of the unique characteristics of Network Time Machine are it's a rugged appliance built for portability, high performance. So regardless of which carrier environment you throw it in, it's able to capture all the traffic and provide you the detailed analysis you need to go to the root cause of those customer issues and solve them for the first time.
And what about the technology behind the Network Time Machine? Can you maybe go into a little bit more detail about how it actually works?
Sure. The network time machine is built basically on the principle that you need to have all the information at your disposal in order to be able to identify what the exact problem is. So there are many things that can go wrong with a subscriber's call or a data connection. You can have the cell tower could have an issue, or the backhaul could have an issue where you're dropping packets or high latency or malformed frames. Or when you go into the enhanced packet core, some of the networking elements in the enhanced packet core which are responsible for the signaling could be responding poorly to those messages, or they might be congested and hence dropping packets and so on. And then when you go on from there into the data center or to the internet, you have servers such as Yahoo, Google, and other services that users rely on for the internet access. They might be the cause of the problem. So network time machine has an ability within it we call it the performance bottleneck analysis, where it looks at the different constituents of performance and helps you identify which component it is that is causing the problem. So network time machine is built with high performance stream to disk in mind. So we can capture every single bit and byte that goes into the network without packet loss. For all those, we can identify the voice, data, subscriber sessions, and we are able to extract those individual subscriber sessions and able to give you analysis on that. And finally, with performance bottleneck analysis, you can identify, is it the client handset device, is it the network that's causing the problem, or is it the server application which is causing the problem. So network engineers can really focus on which part is under their domain and what has the problem, so they can just focus on that. So there's less finger pointing involved in trying to identify what the different issues are.
And are there any security concerns with this new appliance? And if so, what are some of the solutions to help, lessen those concerns?
So when I look at security, there are two ways to look at security. One is the security on the network itself. So what are the challenges that service providers are facing these days? There are denial of service attacks, there are phishing attempts, there might be intrusion detection that they need to do. So network time machine, since it's able to capture all the network traffic, it's able to look at individual segments, individual users, individual subscribers by IP address, by phone number. You can extract any part of the information for forensic analysis, or if you want to do a denial of service detection, you could look at if there are a lot of IP addresses identify trying to talk to a single IP address and so on. So it can certainly assist in forensic investigations. Now, when you look at the security of the device itself, network time machine is built to be a completely passive appliance. So no part of network time machine is exposed to the wide the carrier core network. So hackers can't come in and try to play havoc with the system. The management interface is completely separated from the data interface, and it's a hardened appliance. So we've built it with security in mind, and so the users can rest assured that it's a very secure device that can deploy on the network and can help them, in fact, look at security issues on their network.
Well, is there anything else, Amit, that you would like to add to the conversation that you think our readers would find valuable about the new time machine appliance?
Sure. As your readers are well aware these days, there's a big move towards convergence in the core. You have a migration from the traditional technologies, the T1, T3, E3, all of them are going away. IP and Ethernet is becoming the mainstay of carrier networks. And within that, you have convergence, many kinds of convergence that's happening. You have a wired and wireless convergence. You have common core networks being put in place for both kinds of networks, because why build separate networks when one good network is very capable of carrying all the traffic? And then you have, once you build this common network, you have huge growth in traffic. You have everybody using their mobile phones and smartphones and PDAs. They're no longer tethered to the desktops. They're now moving to different locations, and they have this expectation that whatever internet performance that they could get at their home cable networks, they can get it on while they're on roaming with their wireless networks. So they want the same level of performance and quality. But at the same time, the service providers are facing challenges because of there's more over-the-top competition with voice over IP and other applications that are coming over and taking over some lucrative carrier revenue, like SMS services and so on. So the need for carriers today is to develop high availability data services that are available anywhere, anytime that the customer wants and any way they want to consume. And so they have to develop additional value-added services that can retain those subscribers, provide them the best possible LTE service, high data throughput without packet loss, without dropped calls. And lastly, they want to do all of this while keeping their OPEX and CAPEX spendings under control. They don't want to invest too much in trying to retain subscribers, but certainly retaining subscribers is the most important part of that. So here at Fluke Networks, we have a tradition of looking at network and application performance from the point of view of our customers and trying to identify indispensable networks and keeping them alive. So this release that we made of Network Time Machine for wireless service providers certainly goes along with in that dimension and helps our customers identify what are the core issues in the network and try to identify and fix them so the subscribers are happy and stay with them.
Well, thank you, Amit, for joining us on today's episode of The Hot Seat. We really appreciate the time.